Monday, November the 16th, 17th. Thinking about CNN, Fox News, how Chris Como was fired, Don Lemon was fired, Megyn Kelly was, I think she left. I actually don't know what happened to her. And it was in 2016 when the Me Too movement began. And I was looking back in history and I was thinking to myself, where did the MAGA movement really start? And so I went back to real time with Bill Maher because he's pretty liberal. Then I started to think about John McCain. And then I started to think about Donald Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene, who Trump, she has told many people she is upset I didn't return her phone calls anymore. But with 219 congressmen forward slash women, senators, 24 cabinet members, almost 200 countries, and otherwise normal, I don't know, lead. I can't take a ranting lunatic's call every day. Well, I took a lot of notes, which I don't usually do. And then I was trying to put together this YouTube uh, Canadian advertisement I watched to send to my uncle to see if it was true. Then I started to think about the John McCain days. And then I started to think about what they used to say about Barack Obama. They used to think that Barack Obama was a Nazi. So, this is a pattern that I really discovered that does have to do with today. And, you know, with all of the pictures that I have, it's pretty amazing. Yeah. So, here's the point. If you go back to Bill Maher in 2016 and how the tea bagger started, it all started with John McCain when he used Sarah McCallum. Now, this was Trump's one of his latest updates about where is she? Marjorie Taylor Greene, is that her name? Marjorie Taylor Greene, and all of the horrible things that he said. I'm going to take a deep dive into Donald Trump vocally without notes now so people can remember who he was. I've done a lot of deep dives on Donald Trump, and he's crazy. He's absolutely crazy. And the fact that Megyn Kelly sides with him, even after the Epstein files have come out, they're calling, they call every president a Nazi or something. And that really started with the teabag movement, with unfortunately bringing in superstars. And it was like the perfect happy storm. The first African American president was born. Trump started the birther movement, and then Trump insulted, or Barack Obama insulted Trump at that famous roasting when Trump was doing The Apprentice. And then he used to go on David Letterman for years if Dave couldn't find a guest. And he used to be playful and fun. And Trump is associated with Epstein. And anybody who doesn't believe that has their head up there, you know what. And a lot has to do with Israel. I always wonder why Ivanka Trump married Jared Kushner. I heard allegedly on Candace Owens that if you turn to Judaism, you have instant access to Israel. And then you think of, I'm just a lonely old Canadian that lives in Grimsby, Ontario. And like, who are the real power players behind the billionaires? You know, Ivanka Trump and the Trump kids made $2 billion on crypto in the last 2 months. And Trump is, you know, not admitting that inflation has gone up. Coffee in Canada used to be 9.99. Now it's 15.99. So who are these people that can close the government and decide to make choices for us? It's pissing me off. And it's people like the Rockefellers, by the way, David Rockefeller and Pierre Trudeau are pedophiles. You can watch Andrew Gold, Heretics, the interview with the survivor in what she called an SA trafficking network. And Jeffrey Epstein is right on tape talking to Michael Wolff. Why would Jeffrey Epstein lie about that? He was writing a book about Trump. He admitted Trump was good with real estate and everything else, but otherwise he's a narcissistic idiot because it takes one to know one. So if you don't believe Jeffrey Epstein, why would you believe Donald Trump? I mean, what happened to the old civilized days? And now Marjorie Taylor Greene's life is in danger because of what stupid Donald Trump thinks. And the only people, exactly, birds of a feather fly together. They don't only flock, they fly. Excellent point, Don Trump. Um, and I really believe that the Trump administration had something to do with Charlie Kirk's death. There are 11 families running the world. Candace Owens always said it. Perverts are running the world, and it's the truth. Woo! Okay, I am getting myself worked up. Thank you for stopping by at Don Trump 2028. Yeah, and that's the whole thing, Don Trump. Do you think that Donald Trump was going to let anything interfere with his son and the next son or Ivanka running? And the reason that oh my gosh, oh my God, 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 I just thought of something right now. Ivanka and Jared married and went to the Holy Land, Israel, and Donald Trump has good relations with them because they donate a lot of money. Charlie Kirk was going against Israel. And why would Donald Trump let an honest guy who didn't think that Israel should be involved in American politics, as soon as he started revealing those ideologies, he was assassinated and it's nothing to do with fucking trans? That's scary. That is scary. And do you notice that people who come close to exposing things die? You think Donald Trump hasn't made anybody die? I think Jeffrey Epstein's still alive, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I just know that dirty people run the world, and Donald Trump would never let Charlie Kirk interfere with his dynasty because Ivanka married Jared. Ivanka will probably run for president next. And Donald Trump will be the vice president. That's my prediction. I don't care. I just know what these slime balls are up to. And you know what? There's slime balls in Islam. I'm Ukrainian Jew, probably. I have Asian, Mongolian, Orthodox, Russian, Jew in me. I just think that death is wrong, and whoever's causing it needs to go. And thank you for joining in, E. And I admire your uh um what's the word? Your views. And I appreciate having this conversation with you in a polite way, you know. So I don't think because Marjorie Taylor Greene turned against Trump, it's like he's a narcissist because he tries to turn one against the other. If you go to basic psychology, the man's insane, but he's narcissistic. He knows how to play chess. He's setting because Ivanka Trump has been so quiet lately. Why? Why? They're in Israel. They're in Israel. Hmm. Why did Trump want to pave Gaza? Why is Trump calling Candace Owens? Why is can't okay, this is getting weird. I gotta go. Thank you so much, E.